Assalamu alaikum. Our project is the resilient paradox, analyzing the silent impact of caffeine on student stress. So we will state the balance using map and donut chart. So caffeine is a silent stressor. To find the truth behind this imbalance, we applied the principle of Amana by refining our data. We have thousands of lists on our sheet, but among them we only choose 248, which are mainly the students. So they think they are fine because they exercise or their heart rate feels normal, but the data proves that their wasatya, the balance, is actually broken behind the scene. So if I go to the Tableau dashboard, you can see the the geographical mapping based on their countries and the percentage of their balance. And the next thing will be presented by my fellow groupmates. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Naresh Effendi and I will be presenting my part. So to investigate the direct impact of caffeine on student life, we filtered our data to focus exclusively on the 19 to 24 age demographic. Looking at the scatter plot, the trend line reveals a clear inverse relationship. As caffeine consumption increases, sleep duration consistently drops. You will notice a heavy concentration of data points below the 6-hour mark once caffeine intake exceeds the 400 milligram threshold. This visual evidence confirms that high caffeine consumption is a primary driver for sleep deprivation in our sample. We aren't just seeing a slight shift, but a systemic reduction in rest as dosage rises. But what is the mental cost of this sleep loss?
Now we're moving from the physical threshold of caffeine and we must address the psychological cost, and to measure this we have developed the staircase of stress. So in designing this view we applied the level of visual encoding from Masdar nested model, and we specifically choose a 100% stack bar chart to uphold the principle of Adil. So by normalizing the bars to 100%, we can ensure what we call a fair comparison across the cohort and preventing the different size of student group from biasing our visual conclusion. So as we can see, the finding here reveal that the sleep quality is an absolute binary predictor of stress for the student. So as you can see, the post sleep category, the bar is a solid. In our refined group of 202 students, the correlation is perfect. 100% of students with post sleep reported that having a high stress level. So the visualization bring us back to the core principle of wasatiyah or balance. That the data prove that the quality of your sleep directly dictate your stress level.
So moving on to my part, which I made the core discovery, where students are functioning but not thriving. The body maintains physical stability through stress, creating a false sense of resilience. So you might wonder, like, how does one achieve such things? So if you look at my box plot, you can see that I have marked two zones, which is the balance and the imbalance, where the balance the student who take the safe intake of caffeine and sleep more than 7 hours, and it will be the opposite for the imbalance. You can see both of their heart rate is actually even out. So what's wrong here? So basically this is what we call the resilience paradox. It means that your body is hiding the damage, but you might think you are doing okay because your pulse is steady, but your mind is actually reaching a breaking point. We are basically blind to our own stress because our bodies are too good at pretending everything is fine.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Moving on to the conclusion of this project. Okay, the conclusion is we as students, we must restore the balance between our stress and our well-being. Okay, the data is clear. Okay, functioning isn't enough. We must restore wasatiyah to our sleep cycles to truly mitigate the caffeine toll. Okay, so in conclusion, even though the student is very healthy, even the student is very active in doing a lot of activities 3 to 7 hours per week, or sometimes 0 to 2 hours per day, in order for them to gain a very good quality of health, they must prioritize their sleep. And for the caffeine intake, they must respect the threshold to stay below 400 milligram caffeine. And they must seek true to wasatya, because true resilience requires balance between physical and mental wellness. That is our conclusion. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.